Good afternoon, everyone. I am Engineer CTI Payashara Disatar. Welcome to the PV conference for contract ID number 26RE0022, 26RE0023, 26RE0024, 26RE0025, 26RE0026, 26RE0027, under the Negros Occidental 50O. Before I formally call this previous conference to order, may I request Ma'am Rhoda to lead us in prayer again.
Heavenly Father, we thank you again for this gathering. Thank you for guiding us, O Lord God, and give us wisdom as we conduct our public conference this afternoon for the procurement of quarries and construction facilities. Lead us, O Lord God, in a way na tawid mag-guide sa amin. Thank you for the wisdom. This is all our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. This private conference is being live streamed through YouTube channel DPWH Negros Occidental 50O-back. Kindly turn your cellular phones in silence mode, please. Thank you. May I now call the back secretariat, Engineer Benji Moraca, Head of Chief Procurement Unit. Sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am, sir. So we will now have a roll call to determine whether the back is in quorum. So kindly say present once your name is called. Engineer CTI Pa Yashara Satar, back chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Raul Dilatore, back vice chairperson.
Present.
Ma'am Rhoda Di Oca, back regular member. Engineer Romulo S. Sumanoy Jr., back provisional member. Yours truly, Engineer Benji Moraca, the head of the procurement unit, and Engineer Luis Rafael Pilaes, the representative from the implementing unit. Present also is Sir George Eugene, the head of the PWG, and other members of the secretariat and PWG. Please be informed that the observers were notified but none attended this previous conference.
Since we have a quorum duly confirmed, I formally call this privy conference to order. May I request the back secretariat to present the overview and details of the projects.
So these are the list of projects that we are going to have for this afternoon. Contract ID number 26RE0021, the construction of public water supply system, Barangay Bagacay, Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Contract ID number 26RE0022, construction of public water supply system, Barangay Laga-an, Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Number 3, contract ID number 26RE0023, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Prosperidad, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, with coordinates of 123.259574 and 10.512940. Contract ID number 26RE0024, construction of concrete pavement along Bacolod North Road, K0099 plus 916 to K0100 plus 125. And number 6, contract ID number 26RE0025, road widening along Bacolod North Road, section ID S00425NR, from K0135 plus 580 to K0135 plus 897. And contract ID number 26RE0026, for the construction of road Barangay Bagonbon, Station 00 to Station 1 plus 330, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. And last, contract ID number 26RE0027, Rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide, primary roads along Bacolod, Murcia, DS Benedicto, San Carlos City Road, K0047 plus 296 to K0047 plus 403, and K0054 plus 554 to K0054 plus 620. And these are the contract data of the following projects. For contract ID number 26RE0021 with contract name, Construction of Public Water Supply System, Barangay Bagacay, Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Location is Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office is DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source is FYGAA 2026. The approved budget for the contract or ABC is 4,950,000. The scope of works, construction of water impounding or box or spring box, water collector tank, distribution tank, water pipeline from source going to the service area, and electrical works and other works as indicated in the plans and specifications or as directed by the engineer. The contract duration is 104 calendar days. For the requirements of the bidding documents, for the major and similar category of works, the major category of works, WSL 2 and 3 or water supply level 2 and 3, construction of pipe water with communal or private water point. For the similar categories of works, FCN, flood control, construction, drainage, closed and open, FHW or flood control, hydraulics, water supply. For the list of key personnel, the number of personnel for the following: project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, construction safety officer, and foreman is 1. And the minimum years of similar experience is 1 year for the project manager and foreman, and the total work experience for project manager and foreman is 3 years. For the project engineer should be DPWH accredited project engineer, and materials engineer should also be DPWH accredited materials engineer. And the construction safety officer should attended the course training. List of key equipment units: 1 bagger mixer, 1 unit, cargo or service truck, 1 unit, water truck or water pump is 1 unit, generator set, 1 unit, welding machine, 1 unit, construction concrete vibrator, 1 unit, bar cutter and bar bender, also 1 unit, power tools or grinder, 2 units, plate compactor, 1 unit. For the minimum material testing equipment for small contractors, please refer to DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum material testing, and DO 127 series of 2018 or the strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. The required PCAB license for this contract are license category C and D, and the classification is small b. For contract ID number 2, with contract ID number 26RE0022, contract name, construction of public water supply system, Barangay Laga-an, Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Location is Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Implementing office, DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source is FYGAA 2026. Approved budget for the contract or ABC is 4,950,000. The scope of works: construction of water impounding box, water spring box at spring source, water reservoir tank, water pipeline from source going to the service area, and water top stand, and other works as indicated in the plans and specifications or as directed by the engineer. The contract duration is 193 calendar days. For the requirements of the bidding document for the major and similar category of works, for the major category, WSL 2 and 3, water supply, level 2 and 3, construction of pipe, water with communal or private water point. For the similar categories of works, FCN, flood control, construction, drainage, closed and open. Flood control, hydraulics, water supply. And for the list of key personnel, 1 personnel for the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, construction safety officer, and foreman. And the minimum years of experience is 1 year. both for the project manager and foreman, and 3 years being the total work experience for project manager and foreman. For the project engineer, materials engineer, it should be an accredited project engineer and materials engineer respectively. And for the construction safety officer, attended the cost training being minimum requirement. For the list of key equipment units, 1 unit for 1 bagger mixer, 1 cargo service truck, water pump, concrete vibrator, and bar cutter. And 1 unit also for bar bender, 2 units for grinder, 1 unit for the plate compactor, welding machine, and concrete vibrator. Again, for the minimum material testing, please refer to DEO 11 series of 2017 and also DEO 127 series of 2018, or the strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. So the required pickup license for this contract, license category is CND, and license classification as minimum is small b.
For contract ID number 26RE0023, contract name, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Prosperidad, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, with 123.2595740 degrees, 10.512940 degrees. Location, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Implementing office is DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source, FY 2026 General Appropriations Act. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos. Scope of works, construction of multi-purpose building, including earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, plumbing works, electrical works, mechanical works, and finishing works as indicated in the plans and specifications or as directed by the engineer. Contract duration is 180 calendar days. For the requirements of bidding documents, for major category of works, BICWO PLC, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. For the similar categories of works, BICWPH CCP, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. BICWPLCCP, buildings, construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. BICWPHCDP, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, driven piles. BICWPLCDP, buildings, construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, driven piles. BICWOPHC, buildings, construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame. BIL, buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. BIH, building, industrial plant, high-rise. BIM, buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the list of key personnel for the position of project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, construction safety officer, and foreman, number of personnel is 1 for each position. For the minimum years of similar experience for project manager and foreman is 1. For the minimum years of total work experience for project manager and foreman is 3. Qualification for project engineer should be DPWH accredited project engineer. For materials engineer is DPWH accredited materials engineer, and for construction safety officer with course training. For the list of key equipment units, 1 bagger mixer, number of unit 1, cargo service truck 1, water truck or pump 1, generator set 1, welding machine 1, concrete vibrator 2, bar cutter 1, bar bender 1, cutting outfit 1, plate compactor 2. Also, please refer to DEO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment and DEO 127 series of 2018 for the strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. License category C and D, and for the license classification is small b. For contract ID number 26RE0024, contract name, Reconstruction to concrete pavement along Bacolod North Road, kilometer 99 plus 916 to kilometer 100 plus 125. Location, Escalante City, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source, FY 2026 General Appropriations Act. Approved budget for the contract is 5,292,000 pesos. Scope of works, reconstruction of damaged paved two-lane concrete road, inner lanes with a length of 206 meters. Contract duration is 52 calendar days. For the major category of works, RCP, Roads Construction, PCCP. For the similar categories of works, RRP, Roads Rehabilitation, PCCP. RCTP, Roads Construction, Tunnel, PCCP. For the list of key personnel for the position of Project Manager, Project Engineer, Materials Engineer, Construction Safety Officer, and Foreman, number of personnel is 1 for each position. For the minimum years of similar experience for Project Manager and Foreman is 3. And for the minimum years of total work experience for Project Manager and Foreman is 5. Qualification, the Project Engineer should be DPWH Accredited Project Engineer. For Materials Engineer, DPWH Accredited Materials Engineer. And for Construction Safety Officer with COSH training. For the list of key equipment units, transit mixer, required number of unit 1, water truck or pump 1, 1 bagger mixer 1, motorized road grader 1, vibratory roller 1, backhoe 1, mechanized joint sealer 1, dump truck 1, concrete skredder 1, concrete vibrator 1, backhoe with breaker 1. Please refer to DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment and DO 127 series of 2018 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with the late ongoing contracts with DPWH. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. License category C and D, and for license classification, small d.
For contract ID number 26RE0025, contract name Road Widening along Bacolod North Road with section ID S00425NR from kilometer 135 plus 580 to kilometer 135 plus 897 with location at Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source, FY 2026 with approved budget for the contract 11,044,600 pesos. And scope of works, road widening with 2 to 4 lanes, including drainage and slope protection. Contract duration 108 calendar days. For major category of works, RCP, Roads Construction, PCCP, and for the similar categories of works, RRP, Roads Rehabilitation, PCCP, RCTP, Roads Construction Tunnel, PCCP. For the list of key personnel, for Project Manager, Project Engineer, Materials Engineer, Construction Safety Officer, and Foreman, 1 is 1. And for the minimum years of similar experience for the Project Manager and Foreman, 3. Minimum years of total work experience for Project Manager and Foreman, 5. And for the qualifications of the Project Engineer, the Project Engineer should have a DPWH accreditation, Materials Engineer, DPWH Accredited Materials Engineer, and the Construction Safety Officer should have COSH training. For the list of key equipment units, for transit mixer, water truck or pump, 1 bagger mixer, motorized road grader, vibratory roller should have 1 unit each. Backhoe, mechanized, joint sealer, dump truck, concrete skredder, concrete vibrator, 1 unit each. Cargo truck, applicator machine, and kneading machine, 1 unit. Please refer to DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment and DO 127 series of 2018 for the strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH.
The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. License category C and D and license classification small b. For contract ID number 26RE0026 with contract name Construction of Road Barangay Bagonbon with station at 000 to station 1+330 San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Location San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source FYGA 2026. Approved budget for the contract 18,433,800 pesos. Scope of works construction of 1,330 linear meter concrete road with a width of 5 meters and a pavement thickness of 230 millimeters, including shoulder, slope protection, and drainage. Contract duration 180 calendar days. For major category of works, RCP, roads, construction, PCCP. Similar categories of works, RRP, roads rehabilitation, PCCP, and RCTP, roads construction, tunnel, PCCP. For the list of key personnel, 1 personnel for project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, construction safety officer, and foreman. For the minimum years of experience for project manager and foreman is 3. Minimum years of total work experience for project manager and foreman 5. Project engineer should be DPWH accredited project engineer, materials engineer should be DPWH accredited materials engineer, and construction safety officer should have cost training. For the list of equipment, backhoe 1 unit, backhoe wheel mounted 1 unit, payloader 2 units, cargo service truck 1 unit, dump truck 2 units. 1 unit for low bed trailer truck with truck tractor, transit mixer 4 units, water truck, joint sealer machine, concrete batch plant 1 unit each. 1 unit for 1 bagger mixer, 1 unit for concrete saw, 2 units for concrete vibrator, concrete spreader 1 unit, motorized road grader 1 unit, vibratory roller 1 unit. Please refer to DEO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment and DEO 127 series of 2018 for the strict application of RA 9184 and the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. License category C and D, and for the license classification, small b.
For contract ID number 26RE0027, Rehabilitation, Reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide. Primary roads along Bacolod, Murcia, Benedicto, San Carlos City. Road kilometer 47 plus 296 to kilometer 47 plus 403. Kilometer 54 plus 554 to kilometer 54 plus 620. Locations, Salvador, Benedicto, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office is DPWH Negros Occidental 5th DEO. Funding source FYGA 2026. The approved budget for the contract is 27,171,480 pesos. Scope of works, rehabilitation or major repair of road slope protection using stone masonry, retaining wall, cabin wall, including line canal and paving of shoulder. Contract duration is 255 calendar days. For the requirements of bidding documents for the major and similar category of works, RCSPS, roads construction, slope protection using structural measures, FCSPS, flood control construction, slope protection using structural measures, FHR, flood control construction, hydraulics, river control. For the list of key personnel, for the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, construction safety officer, and foreman, the number of personnel is 1. The minimum years of similar experience for the position of project manager and foreman is 3. And the minimum years of total work experience for project manager and foreman is 5. And for the project engineer, must be a DPWH accredited project engineer, also with materials engineer, DPWH accredited. And for the construction safety officer, with cost training. For the list of key equipment units, transit mixer 1, water truck pump 1, 1 bagger mixer 1, motorized road grader 1, vibratory loader 1. Backhoe 1, joint sealer machine 1, dump truck 1, cargo truck 1, payloader 1. Crawler crane 1, jackhammer 1, drop hammer 1, plate compactor 1, concrete spreader 1, and concrete vibrator also 1. Please refer to DEO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment, and DEO 127 series of 2018 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. The required pickup license for this contract is license category C and D, and license classification is small b. Schedules: deadline for submission of clarification is on May 6, 2026. And deadline for submission of bids is on May 13, 2026. Number of copies of bid proposal: 1 original copy for technical and financial envelope of its bid. Place of submissions of bid is conference room, DPWH Negros Occidental, 5th DEO, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Pursuant to the Memorandum Circular Number 114, Series of 2026, issued by the Office of the President implementing a 4-day on-site work arrangement, on-site inquiries inspection of bidding documents on Fridays may not be feasible. Interested bidders may instead coordinate with the back secretariat through the contact number or email address indicated below.
For the eligibility requirements, we have Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, as per GPPB Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules with certificate of acceptance. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period, or original copy of notarized bill securing declaration and project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. List of contractors' minimum material testing equipment as per DEO 11 Series of 2017. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and, if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of a joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. For Class B documents or for joint venture, valid joint venture agreement, and if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case of the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the technical documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of technical documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively in the right-hand top margin and signed below page number by a duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. For the submission and receipt of bids, so here are the contents of the second envelope or financial proposal. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid, and cash flow by quarter. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the financial documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of financial documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively at the right top margin, and signed below page number by duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of the bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. So here are the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidders. Failure to submit the original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, and late submission of bid. We also have failure to submit supporting documents, example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project if equipment pledge is to be leased or purchased. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Unsatisfactory CPES rating. Here are the common errors in the submission of bids. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, the Board of Secretaries certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. For partnership, as indicated in the Articles of Partnership. For the bid security, the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. For the bid security validity period, it's 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. So the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. So we have cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft guarantee or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank. So the amount of bid security for the mentioned items, not less than percentage of the ABC, is 2%. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security is 5%. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The BAC shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. So here are the following factors to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. So for completeness, no price in required item, non-responsive, indicating a 0 or a dash free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, words prevail. For total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost and detailed estimate versus unit cost and BOQ, BOQ prevails. If above ABC, it is disqualified. For post-qualification, verification, validation, and ascertainment of statements made and documents submitted, we have the legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, agreements, and exclusion in any blacklist. For technical requirements, we have key personal minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied, availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state the complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security as per DEO number 58, series of 2012. For technical requirements, performance and ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract per conditions at the term of inspection. DO number 127, series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security, financial requirements, bid price proposal, and NFCC. So here are the notes on the personal and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, or technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded to the contract, and 2, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Also, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded in a contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected, and if any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. So for the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. Contract award should be made within the bid validity period. Subcontracting is not allowed.
Does anyone have any question needed to address? If none, I declare this pre-bid conference adjourned. Time is 2:45 p.m. Thank you.